Okay, I'm now live on YouTube, so hello there. Am I live on Twitch? Yes, I am live on Twitch, so that's cool. And is that up and running? No. Silly thing. Stand by. Let's have a goosey gander at this. Come on now, come on, attach, come on, open for me, come on, you got this, come on, there we go. Alright, we're there. Hello and welcome to In Around Plays. I am Craig and today we are playing Brawl like we do on every stream. So we've got some good new cards in this Brawl deck, and our commander for the day is Tezzeret, Cruel Captain. Whenever an artifact you control enters, put a loyalty counter on Tezzeret. 0. Untap target artifact or creature. If it's an artifact creature, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Search your library for an artifact card with mana value 1 or less, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Or its big ability, which is what we want. You get an emblem with at the beginning of combat on your turn, put 3 +1/+1 counters on target artifact you control. If it's not a creature, it becomes a 0/0 robot artifact creature. So that is an awesome ability. I'd never used Tezzeret for its -3, although it is a good little tutor. Yeah, not for me. I want to get him big and strong as quickly as possible. So we can do that from a number of ways. We can play the 0 cost artifacts, which hopefully we'll have in our opening hand. And then we've got a few 1-drops, like a defender to help us, Ozolith for saving those +1/+1 counters when we're putting those +1/+1 counters on them, for a way to create +1/+1 counters whenever something dies or gets sacrificed, and that's mine or my opponent's. So Tarian Soul Cleaver is a great card. Spectrum Sentinel is got protection from multicolored, so that's fantastic. We've got a counter spell. We've got Manifold Key, so we can untap our artifacts. And we've got a haste enabler. But also, to get these small drops, we've got Foundry Inspector, which could make our enchantments cheaper. And we've got lots and lots of ramping cards, like Worn Power Stone. Unfortunately, comes in tapped. However, with Manifold Key, we can untap it, which would be great. We've got the Iron Crag, Mind Stone, and many more. We've got lots of vehicles in this deck. Not lots of vehicles, a couple of vehicles. Soul Shredder is a fantastic vehicle which gets a +1/+1 perpetually whenever a creature dies. So that's fantastic. And that's not just my creatures, that's also my enemies' creatures as well. So this can get big and sit off to the side. Once it's in the graveyard though, you can bring it back by sacrificing 2 creatures, but guess what? It gets another +1/+1 counter. 2 +1/+1 counters. So lots of ramp, and then we've got some very big boys. We've got Emrakul the Wilderness, so we can take control of all of our opponents' creatures. We've got Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger, so we can be milling and exiling stuff. And we've got Ugin, Eye of the Storms, which has to go in every artifact deck. From seeing on Reddit, people are getting very tired of playing artifact decks, but with the new Edge of Eternities, a lot of the cards are related to artifacts. So we're going to be playing against a lot of artifacts. This deck is fun to play with. So I think with that being said, let's just get into the queue and go with it. Does it win all the time? It depends what we get. It's one of these decks that, when it works really well. Does it always work? No. But hey, that's Magic for you. It's all about the playing and having fun. So if you're not having fun, then you need to change your deck or the game or your life. But I do love Magic the Gathering. So as usual, the deck list is in SD on Twitch and in the Discord, on my Discord, and it's also on the description in YouTube. And we are playing against Choco, Seeker of Paradise, which is a fantastic card from Final Fantasy. They are going to go very hard with birds. We'll save the Mox Amber. We've got a little bit of ramp, but it's a 3-drop. But we've got a 2 Patchwork Autonomon, so I'm going to keep this hand. We've also got protection from counters. They're likely going to have counters, so yeah, we'll keep this. So, Choco, Seeker of Paradise. Whenever one or more birds you control attack, look at that many cards from the top of your library. You may put one of them into your hand, then put any number of land cards from among them onto the battlefield tapped and the rest into your graveyard. Landfall, whenever a land you control enters, Choco gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Choco was the first deck I built when Final Fantasy came out. Great commander, real fun to play with. And what's great about this hand is we're going to have that creature, if it doesn't die, that we can start building up with Tezzeret. So that's going to be nice. Very nice. And hopefully we will then be able to protect Tezzeret until we can get the big beastie 7. We've got Summon Behemoth, which is going to destroy stuff. They've got rid of Ride the Sheep off, so okay. Maybe what they've got in hand, they need green mana, and they're not quite willing to risk it. So whenever we play an artifact spell, we're going to put a +1/+1 counter on this creature, so it's going to get big, and it's going to get very beefy. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can beat what they're going to play. I think they're possibly holding up a counter spell here. We'll name Myr because that's probably the most prevalent. I think they've got a counter spell. But that's okay, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to play that. That's going to get a +1/+1. And because it's the only... yeah, but if they kill it... No, I'm going to stick with Myr, because that is the most prevalent. So, actually, maybe they don't have a counter spell. So, next turn, I feel confident that I could play Tezzeret into Mox Amber. We don't have a legendary creature, so we're not going to be able to tap Mox Amber. But we'll see. We'll see what we get. Okay. So we'll play Tezzeret Captain. Then we can play Mox Amber, which is going to make Patchwork Automaton bigger. That's going to make Tezzeret bigger. Then we'll play Spectrum Sentinel, which is going to get protection from multicoloured, which is great. And then we don't have a +1 ability, but we can put a +1/+1 counter on something else. And I'm not going to attack in. Protection from multicoloured means that I can block Choco with Spectrum and nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. Which is nice, but Choco is going to get big and they're going to want to attack anyway. So, yeah. Okay. Yep, they are playing a white deck, so we could see board wipes here and other horrible stuff. With Suffering on lands, that's... I mean, we've got 4 mana. I'm going to play that. I don't know if that was the right call. And then I'm going to attack with a 5/5. Let's see what they're going to... If they're going to defend. I don't think they're going to be willing to give up Choco. We're not going to take any damage from Choco because obviously we have protection from multicoloured, so that's nice. Tsar Katzroy. When it enters, you may search your library for a bird or basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Oh, Kestrel, nice creature, very nice creature. Okay. Yeah, they're going to be able to play those lands for free, and we'll block with him, and we'll take nothing. They won't gain anything from that. Awesome sauce. Problem is though, we don't have any other Hmm.
My ascension.
Yeah, I don't have any.
Work harder.
I mean, they could double block this. Okay, fine. So we can block Choco, obviously, and whenever it attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Okay, so they've gotten rid of one of my equipments because they don't want me to have flying. Okay. So I'm going to block you with you, and then I'll block you with you. Problem is, I now don't have anything with flying, so that's a bit of a problem. But what we can do is we can start building up his loyalty. Let's play Soul Shredder. And then let's play this one. Now the loyalty is up to 7, and I'm just gonna, because I can't defend against flying, I'm just gonna give myself the thingy, and then we'll give you, sorry, we'll give, yeah, we're going to make you bigger. So we've got a 6/7 and an 8/8. And I'm really good on life. You know what? I'm going to attack him for both. I think. Got them down to 4 life. The risk here is that they could pop off with these creatures by playing lots of lands. However, I'm good on life. So if they attack in, they're going to struggle a bit, aren't they? Okay, fine. They could then pay to sacrifice that. So they can now look at the top card at any time and cast creature spells from the top of the library. You may spend mana of any type to cast this spell. I'm a bit short on mana. They're going to be able to fetch some lands and get a bit bigger. They can block the Spectrum Sentinel with Vizier, so they could survive another turn, but I can put counters on Chrome Companion. Unless they got something else. I think that's going to be GG. We'll play you. We'll put a +1/+1 counter on you.
My control is absent.
And then we'll put a +1/+1 counter on you. And then we'll attack in. And there you have it. GG, Choco, good game. Yeah, so there you go. There's the deck. That was a good game. I enjoyed that. Yeah, looking on Reddit, people are getting a bit tired of the old artifacts. I saw a Reddit post. I'm so sick of seeing Simulacrum synthesizer. Overall, I really like the new set. So I'm quite pleased with the new set. It just feels like, and somebody said it's the same size set as Final Fantasy, but it feels so much smaller. Like I wanted to build. I've sort of playing with the idea of building with a deck with Elish Norn as the commander for warping. Okay, we're playing Yarok the Desecrated, so they're going to be able to trigger their abilities when they enter, when they have things entering. But we've got Paradox Engine, so we can untap. We've got Roaming Throne, great card. We've got Mer, which is a good blocker. We've got Mishra's Bauble, so we can get Tezzeret even bigger. And we've got land. So I'm going to keep this hand. I'm going to risk it. Hello, just came to say hello. I'm at a yard sale right now. Bye. Bye. Oh, I'd love to go to American yard sales. If you find anything 1980s toys like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, please buy them for me. You see all these videos of people going to yard sales and it's just 3 cents for, you know, Nintendo Switch. I know that's not true, but you know what I mean. Okay. I mean, I'm going to play Tezzeret next turn. I don't... we are playing a blue deck. It's got Death Touch and Lifelink. But if a permanent entering causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. So that would also work really well with Warp. I'm going to do that for that. Yeah, we may as well put a +1/+1 counter on you. Okay, and then we'll go in for 3. They could have had a counter spell, but they didn't. I'm not expecting Tezzeret to survive that long, but if we can play 2 more artifacts, we're done. We're in good state. We're in a good state. Yes, I wish I'd got Kilo, because Kilo looks cool. I want to build a Kilo deck. I've built a Kavu deck, the Memorial Ensign deck, not the red mono red one, which I'm also thinking of doing. Oh, fair enough. GG. GG. Thank you for the game. Yeah, and I've built a non deck, which it's a mono blue, and I built it, and I was like, yeah, no, I don't think I'd have fun playing with this deck, so I'm going to hold off on that one. I'm going to keep working on it over the coming weeks and see how I feel about it later on once I've worked on it a bit. Because again, it's just another artifact deck. So, and as much as I love artifacts, this is an artifact deck mostly, and Eldrazi. So yeah, I'm not sure. We're playing against Kuja, G-name sorcerer, which is going to create a 0/1 wizard each turn, which whenever they play a non-creature spell is going to do 1 damage to me. And then when they control 3 or more wizards, he flips, and then it's 3 doubles the damage that wizards do. I'll read it. Okay, so we've got 2 lands. We've got Roaming Throne, we've got Swiftfoot Boots, we've got Soul Shredder, Agatha's Soul Cauldron, and Protection from Multicoloured, which this definitely needs because it's Rakdos. But they're going to have monocoloured removal. I'm going to risk it. There's 40 lands in this deck. Shouldn't be an issue. No, there isn't. That's hella lie. There's 38 lands in this deck. At least he'll have protection from Kuja, if nothing else. Lightning Bolt will kill it, obviously. I do love the artwork on a lot of these new a lot of these new cards. I am concerned. I mean, that I haven't pulled another land. The good thing about Soul Shredder is if they do kill Spectrum, which is highly likely, it's going to get bigger. And what I love is it's perpetual as well. They're definitely thinking about something. I think they've got Lightning Bolt. Fine. I'm surprised that they went for that and not Spectrum, to be honest. But maybe they've got something else that will kill Spectrum. Okay. It's tough. This one's tough. I mean, I could... I'm going to play Crashing Drawbridge. The fact that I don't have a land is bad. I think I probably should have played that smarter. I knew that they had... a... something. Brilliant. Okay. Yeah, let's get Tezzeret out. Let's see what he can do, and we'll put a +1/+1 counter on you.
I am power.
And we'll just hold up. We don't need to attack yet. We can just wait. I mean, we are playing against black and red, so lots of kill spells for Tezzeret and my creatures. Interesting. Very interesting. I think I'm gonna play two.
My network is already vast.
So we can definitely flip. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any creatures to sacrifice, but to exile. But I think because they're playing with black, stopping them from being able to get stuff. Let's put that on that.
Obey me.
And we'll end the turn there. Again, we don't need to attack in. We can just hold fire. We can hold fire. Aravos, hello there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you very much for joining. It's good to see you here on this glorious, dull Friday morning, which I am very pleased about because I love this weather. They are going to get... Okay, so their plan is to be able to attack in with 4. With these 3, and I can only block 2 of them, so I won't be able to play 2 artifacts next turn. Oh, and they have prowess as well. You draw 2 cards and you lose 2 life. Create a 0/1 black wizard creature token. Okay. Fine. Are they going to be able to kill Tezzeret? What are you doing? What are you doing? What you got? None of them are multicoloured, so and I don't want to lose spectrum, to be honest. So I think I'm just going to accept Tezzeret's death, because it's going to go down to 3 and I can't play 3 next turn, but I can play Roaming Throne next turn.
Is that all? Next time you won't stop.
Yeah, the life link is rubbish. Okay, that's okay. We have another land. We can play you. We can
We belong to me.
play you.
Make yourself useful.
I'm gonna do it, you know. I'm gonna do it. It's not a creature. It's a vehicle. So why would it give +1/+1? Yeah, of course. I'm an idiot. Not having the cheap little artifacts is possibly what's hurting me at the minute. And they've got a lot of life. That's annoying because it's not a creature. I'm such an idiot. I didn't think. To be honest with you, I'm just gonna take that life. Yeah. I'm down to 15. They've got a lot of life. Rakdos is such a difficult colour to deal with. And now they're stealing my stuff. Awesome. God, I hate thievery and magic. I hate it so much. Okay. Again, I'm just going to have to go Mer, because it's the most prominent creature, although I've not played one yet. And we'll equip it to you. And then we'll put a +1/+1 counter on you. And then we're going to exile. I mean, they've got no creatures, so I'm not going to exile anything. And then that's it. We're not going to attack with anything. We're just going to sit back. I mean, doing damage here. I think what's happened is I took Tezzeret on my pre-release. I haven't thought of a deck for it yet. Hello, Weiss. Thank you very much for joining. Yeah, it was. I've struggled to build this one, to be honest. I really wanted to, and I was excited to build Tezzeret. The problem is it's finding the balance of enough small stuff to get to that 7 quickly enough. But also, then the problem is you also need the bigger stuff to win the games. So it's finding the right balance, and I don't think I've found that balance. Like this game, I've not had the small stuff, but I've had, you know, some big stuff. And I'm going against Rakdos. But the last couple of games, which I've won, I got it right. So is the synergy of this deck great? Sometimes, which then isn't great, then, is it? Because you want it to be the synergy, you want the balance right every time, don't you? So, yeah. How was the pre-release? Did you get anything good? I think the Tezzeret, where I can't think what it's called. That took a long time for them to decide to do that. Exile up to 1 target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard. Okay. I don't think so. I'm just going to give them a cool yoinkus. Okay, so they're going to create another one of these badgers, and now double damage on all wizards. I mean, here's the thing, Paradox Engine is a fantastic card. I think just gain life.
Soon you will grow.
And another blocky creature. Because I'm going to start losing. I mean, yeah. Alright, I'm just going to have to hope and pray that they don't pull an instant or sorcery. Ooh, Quantum Riddler 2, I'm abusing this card. Very strong with Blink. Nice. Nice. And again, I'm not going to attack. I tell you who's my favourite card of the set so far is Ouroboros. Ouroboros. Just a great card. Okay, so I'm going to lose 2, 4, 6. It's a lot of damage. But I've got protection from multicoloured. So I can block that no matter how much. So, right, let's see what we can do here. I'm going to block you against you. I'm going to block you two. I mean, they could kill the crashing drawbridge. No, that wouldn't kill. No, forget that. I'm going to block you against you. I'm going to block you against you. And then I'm going to block you against one of the tokens. So I'm losing 4 life. Okay, so now we can that doesn't help me. Yeah, we'll stick that in just so we can give something +1/+1. Okay. Brilliant. 3, 4, 5, 6. Isn't that the plant worm? Yes. Oh, I wanted to pick the Oroboid as a buff for Tidus's precon. Yes, that would be really good. Yeah, he's the worm that gives +1/+1 counters to every creature for his power, so it comes in as a 1/3, but then obviously next turn 2/3, and with counters, oh, chef's kiss. So if I play that, right, let's do this. Oh, no, that's not even going to help me. Okay, yeah, we may as well just get rid of that, and we'll put another +1/+1 counter on you. I haven't got a small spell. Could I? Oh, okay. Fine. Resolve. Next. And then we can copy. And then copy that. And we can give this counters. I didn't mean to give Lift Throm Engine counters. Here's the problem now. I just call it Shenlong. Nice. That's good, I like that. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. A lot of damage going through right there. But we can also do a lot of killing. I think I'm dead. I can block 3. But if they'd... Wait, what? Salutations, Mono Musa. Thank you very much. I'm not entirely sure why they conceded there. That shouldn't have been my win. If they'd have tacked in, yes, I would have been able to block 3 of their creatures, take out their 2 tokens, and block Kuja from being able to do anything. Lol, what? Yeah, exactly. But that one wizard with the 1 would have killed me. Whatever. Okay, let's carry on. So that's 3 wins to 0 losses, even though I didn't deserve that win that time. I'm not complaining. No, you gained 1 life. Oh, you think that's what made them concede? Because then, yeah, but this, if they'd have attacked in this turn, then that would have been it, though. But instead, I swear sometimes I wonder if people are using third-party software to see hands and decks, because what could have possibly been the reason to concede that outside of IRL circumstances? Yeah, do not question the system. Okay. So we've got a counter spell. for a multicolored spell. But this is also against Tezzeret. Tezzeret. Emrakul is amazing, but way in the future. I think I'm going to mulligan that. I don't think... Cruel Captain is a brute, is he? Ooh, matey, he is. That's a better hand, but still quite big stuff. Okay, let's keep it. I'm not going to play Walking Bulwark. You watch them have like all 0 artifacts. Again, I'm not going to play anything. And I definitely bought these with gold because just look how pretty. Look how pretty they are. Okay.
Defying me will be your last act.
In the scrap box. Oh, in my previous hand. Had. Right. You. I don't know. Right, okay. Let's just search for a free artifact.
Suffice for now.
Let's go with... yes, I had the ramp, but everything else was just super big. That's what she said. Yeah, maybe I probably should have kept it. You've got me really doubting it. I mean, I can play 2 artifacts next turn, including a Soul Shredder.
I will seize my new future. Obey
Okay.
me.
We shall... Oh. Oof, I'd love to play that. In fact, hear me out. If I play that this turn, while there's no creature on the battlefield, but then they'll create a creature, no doubt. But then it'll have to have haste if they want to attack my... Alright, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
I expect success.
Okay. Because I think next turn I can start gaining life with Aether Flux. We can play Soul Shredder, which has haste. We can play Walking Bulwark, and then we can attack Tezzeret and get that down next turn, dependent on what they play this turn, obviously. Okay, that's good. That's good for me. It's a problem that comes in, but I can then untap it. I'm going to play that.
There is no system I can't improve.
I'm going to do that and untap that. And then I'm going to play Walking Bulwark. And Soul Shredder. Oh, of course I can't crew because of 0. Damn it. Okay. Oh well. Ugin. You need a stuffy doll if you don't have it. Yeah, I don't. Please tell me it's uncommon or common. Stuffy doll isn't common, no way. Paradox Engine. great card and nice artwork on that. Stuffy Doll is such a good card. I think it's mythic, isn't it, if I remember rightly. So they can do the blingy bling. And they're going to get protection.
This technology is advanced.
And they've got a 4/4. Okay. I think they're doing better than us. Uncommon. Stuffy Doll's not uncommon. Really? That would be beautiful. Okay, we'll play that. And then we'll copy that. And then we'll do that. And then we'll do that to make that a 3/3. No attacks, bro. And we'll end the turn there. We're good on life. It would be great to have Paradox Engine. Is there an artifact that... Thiobus, hello there. Sorry, I didn't realise it was you. I thought it was one of the other chaps. I didn't realise you'd entered chat. Privacy managed. I swear sometimes I wonder if people are using it. I read that. Hello, privacy managed. I didn't say hello to you. Sorry, I was concentrating on the game. Thiobus, good morning. Privacy managed, good morning. I will catch up with the comments once I've finished. Rare, damn it. You got me all excited then. But Stuffy Doll is such a good card. Is there an uncommon? I did look yesterday. That is like Urza, where you can tap artifacts to pay for stuff that is colourless. Yeah, that's a fantastic card. Yeah, oh, great card. The good old chimney. It's not a chimney, I know. This is how you build the deck, folks. Torch of Defiance has built it much better than me, or they've been luckier than me. I have Paradox Engine. I don't have Maze Mine Tomb. I could put Lambus Bread in, but I didn't. Chimmel I have. Cloud Key I don't have. But I mean, look at the mana, and they've not even tapped their lands yet. Tezzeret can, yeah. Paradox Engine, yeah. I think they were just lucky with ramping. Maybe I was just an idiot for Forsaken Monument. I don't have. That would be great. Mind Stone's in the deck. Yeah, I think they're going to do the whole deck, aren't they? Okay, so yes, Mox Amber is there just for a 0 artifact. Yeah. So Quill Captain is a brute. Is he? You got ramp in the scrapbot though. I should have done that. So is Mox Amber in there? Yes. You need stuff dog. Yes, I do. Uncommon, I believe so. Rare, excuse me. Is that one with the? Is that the one with the doll head on a machine body? No. It's like a little gremlin thing, if I remember rightly. It's like a gremlin doll. Oh no, actually, no. Am I thinking of something else? I have Stuffy Doll in real life, but I don't know where it is. Yeah, they're just going to play their whole deck. I'm going to say GG and let them pop off because they're just going to play the whole deck. GG, well done. That was good. GG, GG. That's how you build the deck. I mean, Should I be adding more? Is there an uncommon or common that lets you find an artifact? Don't think I've seen it. Which one? Sorry, which one are you talking about? Stuffy doll. Is it one word? Is it in arena? I don't think it's in arena. You could try getting some affinity for artifact cards, if there are some. There are some, but the only ones I've seen tend to be blue. These are my 0 drops that I have. I mean, I could... That would be a better 0 drop, wouldn't it? And that. Oof. What I think I'm lacking in though is good creatures. I think Frogmite is on arena, but I'm also pretty sure it's mythic. No, the other one you were talking about. Oh, the gremlin-y looking one. Let me see if I can find it. I've got a feeling it's similar to Stuffy Doll. I think I might be mixing it up with a different card. If there's anything that you see that I should add that's uncommon or common, because that's the only rare cards I've got left, then just say it looks like I think it prevents all damage. I think I'm possibly getting confused, which doesn't take a lot. In fact, yeah, and I think it's mythic. Yeah. What was that, Thopter? Sacrifice hope until your next turn. Target player who has dealt combat damage to hope. Any good assembly workers in your collection? I don't think so. Is Myco Synth Golem in arena? Let me have a look. Myco Synth, and I will have a look for assembly workers. I have got one assembly worker. Yes. If you're talking about Golem, no. Unless it's not colourless. Self-assembler. No. When this creature enters, you may search your library for an assembly worker creature card. Okay, so self-assembler, and then self-assembly. So self-assembler searches for assembly, assembly workers. Then I'll take out assembly. I've got 2. So you gain 1 life if you control creatures named Power Plant Worker and Tower Worker. So I have Tower Worker. So I could craft all of these and add these in. So yeah, Assembly Worker is a subtype. Whenever you cast a historic spell, you may pay 1. If you do, create a token that's a copy of this creature. That's nice. You know what? Let's do it. Right, but you know that now you need to help me. Why is that showing as uncommon but coming out as common? That's weird. Not worth it. Sorry, hang on. Right, let me just go back. Good assembly worker. Self-assembler searches for that type. 5 CMC though. Mycosynth Golem is a colourless 1/1 cost that has affinity for artifacts and gives artifact creatures affinity for artifacts. Assembly worker is subtype. Not worth it. Unless self-replicator goes off. Right, okay. But why is it coming up as uncommon, but it's a common? Taking common. That's weird. So you're saying that this isn't worth it for the 5 drop? Is that what we're saying? Let's try again for a Mycosynth. It might not be. The same reason why Soul Warden is coming out as mythic, but you can craft for uncommon. Oh, okay, fair enough. So it's a 1-drop. Right, 11 cost, that has affinity. Yeah, it's just not coming up. It's just not coming up. So are we now saying that the assembly workers aren't that, we're not keeping it, or do you think with this deck we should be adding stuff like that? Because I don't know. Let's see if we can find anything else that has affinity. The Frogmite has affinity for artifacts, but that's mythic, so I can't get that. Affinity for slivers. An affinity for gates, which I don't have any gates to put in, so, well, I do. I have some gates, but this creature can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Whenever a gate you control enters, you may put this card from your graveyard on top of your library. That's quite good. Oh, you just asked if I already had some. You can try it, but I think other stuff is better. Okay. Symmetry Matrix. Whenever a creature you control with power equal to its toughness enters, you may pay 1 if you do draw a card. Okay. Which, I believe, apart from like the defenders and stuff, most of them do. So that doesn't. Yeah, that one. Mere Enforcer has infinity for artifacts. Okay, we'll check out Mere Enforcer. Although that would have come up, wouldn't it? Did that come up? Did I just read that out and I've instantly forgotten the name of it? That's a great card. That doesn't. That does another great card. It's pulling the. I think the problem I have with this deck is, as I explained in a previous post, because I was only going off cards we had in the pod, artifacts I kind of stayed away from, and that kind of transferred when I joined Arena. So I've not built up a massive great collection of artifact cards. It is pretty busted, the scroll, that is. Oh, All Fates Scroll is insane. All Fates Scroll. Okay, that's not. That's got it. That's got it. That's not got it. That's got it. So we're probably talking half of my creatures have, maybe more, have different. That doesn't. That does. That does. That does. Yeah. That does. That does. That doesn't. Yeah. All right. Let's have a look then. So, or your deck. No, I don't have any in the deck. Yeah. So Symmetry Matrix is what we looked at. So do I think that's still worth putting in? Love the artwork on it. Let's look for other Mars. Okay. You see, I could go more heavy and make it more of a, give it more of a, oh it is, yes, okay, right, alright, fuck it, we're going in, we're going in. So we could make this a more heavy deck. Right, so, no, we're not crafting another one. Battle Sphere away. All Fate Scroll, I still need to look at that. So, sacrifice this creature, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Little 1-drop. When this creature dies, create a 1/1 colourless Phyrexian Mare artifact creature token. Again, that's quite cool. When this creature dies, it deals 2 damage to any target. Alloy Mare. Add 1 mana, so a little rampy guy. When this creature enters scry 2, then each opponent may scry 1. What do you guys think? Yeah, do you think I should be getting these and adding them to the deck, any of these? Because then we need to figure out what we're going to take out. So while I'm waiting for you guys to respond to that question, I will check out all Fates Scroll. Add 1 mana of any colour, then sacrifice this artifact, draw X cards. Okay, let's do it. We'll add that in. Because if we do Mer, he's not sure. Yeah, if we do Mer, then the what was it? The thing you got me to look at first. Hang on. Symmetry matrix would pop off. Mer and critters with module. Okay. Whenever a creature you control enters, you get 1. Return target creature you control to its owner's hand. Whenever you get 1 or more, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Okay, so if we go, how many have I got? I've got 3, so I could do that and symmetry. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. And then we'll get all the little mer guys. We'll add it all in and then we'll figure out what we're going to take out. I mean, having something like animation module would be brilliant, but I don't have rare, unfortunately, because I'm poor. I'm very, very poor. And then we'll go back to mer. Because these are all just commons, aren't they? So let's grab mer. Just so we've got some more creature bobs. I meant the arc bounds. The rare one. Right. Okay. I'm going to get these anyway because they're good little critters to have for any colourless deck. So I think let's just craft them and then we'll figure it out. So I've gotten all of them. All the eggs that cycle. Alright, let's stop crafting a second. Let's add that. Right, let's just get them. Let's get the mer in, so I don't have to keep searching for them, and then we can go through all the cards. So what was I looking for? Synth, Arcbound worker, Arcbound. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 61 62 63 64 65 66 67 68 69 70 71 72 73 74 75 76 77 78 79 80 81 82 83 84 85 86 87 88 89 90 91 92 93 94 95 96 97 98 99 100 101 102 103 104 105 106 107 108 109 110 111 112 113 114 115 116 117 118 119 120 121 122 123 124 125 126 127 128 129 130 131 132 133 134 135 136 137 138 139 140 141 142 143 144 145 146 147 148 149 150 151 152 153 154 155 156 Yeah, they're not. I think you could build this deck on a good budget. I think you could actually. I think this is what I was saying at the very beginning. The synergy of this deck is off. When it works really well. But like you saw in the last game, you know, that's not happening enough. All at the eggs that cycle. Eggs. Cycle. Yeah. Yeah, no. All the 1/2 mana artifacts that draw a card. Okay, all the common ones. Let's search for just common. So stuff like this. When this artifact enters, you get to scry 2, then sacrifice this artifact, you gain 3 life and draw a card. Oh, do you mean like the ones that you have to always sacrifice it and then you draw a card? Right, let's just grab them while I've got. Yeah, okay. Let's grab them, and then we can just start adding stuff and take it from there. Egg are just the term to the low cost. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. You see, here's me forgetting words and not remembering, because in the back of my brain I know I knew that, but I couldn't remember that I knew that. So yeah. Target player exiles a card from their graveyard. Exile this artifact, exile or draw a card. That's a good one. So, yeah, I like it. I like it. This artifact enters tapped. Sacrifice this artifact, add 2 mana in any combination of colours. When this artifact is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, draw a card. The only problem with that is it comes in tapped, but that's good. Yeah. So I end up just looking stupid. And we've got an egg! When this artifact enters, draw a card. Sacrifice this artifact, add 1 mana of any colour. Sacrifice the artifact, you gain 3 life. Okay. I'm going to get the egg just because I thought you were talking about eggs. Plus works wonders with Aetherflux. Yeah. Yeah. Especially if they come in untapped. So you'd have to pay 2 for that one. I'm not sure about that one. But then with other rampy cards, with other, not rampy, yeah, with ramp, with mana rocks, that would work. Draw a card. So that could hit twice. When then this artifact enters, draw a card, sacrifice artifact, add 2 mana of different colours. Again, I don't think that's going to help me. Plus works wonders with Aetherflux. So you pseudo storm, right? Okay. All right. So how are we now going to build this? Oh no, I didn't get the Did I get the synthesizer? Did I add that? And I've instantly forgotten that I added it. Synth. Was it synth matrix? But another one I own. Did I just unlock that? I can't remember. Right. But it was uncommon. Right, let's grab that, because that's going to work well with the mare. And then we'll stop crafting, and we'll add it. Right, okay. So, cost reduction of artifacts would also help a lot. Plus, so I've read that. Just want to make sure I've not missed any. Yeah, Arena should add a lot more stuff to this. Alright, so I have got some stuff that makes artifacts cost less, like Foundry Inspector. So I do have ways of doing that. Let's Did I add all the mares in? Oh, silly bully. Yes, I added all the mares in. So all the mares are in. So now it's just trying to figure out what to take out and then what draw cards we can then add in. So I'm just going to start, let's search for it again. So problem is that you want to do big mana with commander that wants mass artifacts. Yeah, I mean, I know that the Eldrazi are not artifacts, but you can't do colourless and not have a couple of big. Ultima would be a lot better for that plan. Yeah. The problem is yeah. So you think swap Ultima out, swap Ultima and Tezzeret, and have Tezzeret, have Ultima as the commander, and then have Tezzeret as, you want to play Tezzy? Yes. Yes. Really, just because it's Edge of Eternities and whatnot. So there's no point playing that because it's colourless. So yeah, when this artifact enters, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, then shuffle and put that card on top. Sacrifice the artifact, draw a card. You may look at a face-down creatures your opponents control anytime. Sacrifice this artifact, surveil 2, then draw a card. Sacrifice this artifact, add 1 mana of any colour, draw a card. Let's start adding these in. When this artifact is put into a graveyard, let's add that. Sacrifice the artifact, draw a card. If you control an angel, you gain 5 life. No, I'm not doing that one. When this artifact enters exile, welcome to everyone that's joining on YouTube. We're currently just trying to figure out this Tezzeret deck and get its balance a bit better because the balance is quite off. So yes, just give me a few minutes and then we'll be back on to playing Brawl. Lantern is good. The Soul Guide Lantern. Okay. So this artifact enters tap, sacrifice the artifact, add 2 mana in combination of colours. When this artifact is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, draw a card. Okay, we'll add it for now. Wizard, Rocket. This artifact enters tap, sacrifice this artifact, add X mana in any combination of colours. When this artifact, draw a card. Again, it's entering tapped, plus it's mana of in any combination of colours, but then it's mana. Well, we'll add it for now. Collector's Vault, 2 and tap, draw a card, then discard a card, create a treasure token. Treasure tokens are always nice. Whenever you're dealt combat damage, the attacking player gains control of this artifact and taps it. Draw a card and put a point counter on this artifact. Then if it has 5 or more point counters on it, sacrifice it and create a treasure token. Collector's Vault is great. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Contested Game Ball. I don't think it's. I'm not sure it's worth it. I mean, that would give me another creature. When this artifact enters, draw a card. Sacrifice this artifact, add 1 mana of any colour. Sacrifice artifact, you gain 3 life. Let's add it for now. And when this artifact enters, draw a card, and then target mount. No mounts in this deck. Target vehicle you control becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. Okay, no. When this artifact enters, it's put into a graveyard from the battlefield. Draw a card. Okay, so we'll put that in. Right. Collector's Vault is great. Don't bother. Don't. The cool thing with Tezzeret is that the can be just toolbox and draw a card. Yeah. All right. So let's put everything together. And let's think about what we need to take out. We're 18 cards over. I'm happy with the land balance, so I don't want to mess. I don't want to take out any more land. I want to keep. Maybe we should get rid of one. Maybe we should get rid of one of the Eldrazi and reduce this end. Okay. The question is, what do we get rid of? Eternity Elevator I quite like because it gives 3 and then it gives a lot of mana, but it also costs, it's also quite a big cost. So by the time you get in sort of to that end, but then it coming in and then giving 3 straight away, and then with Paradox Engine, right, what should I take out? You guys tell me what to take out, and I'll take whatever you guys list. I will take it out. How about that? Aravos, I'm not sure what you meant by "don't bother." Which card you meant? So let's go through these one by one. Mishra's Bauble is a 0 drop that is going to get to Tezzeret. You don't play tribal, the throne. Okay. So take out Roaming Throne. Okay, gone. Don't bother with the ball. The ball. What was it called? That's the one I didn't add, wasn't it? The one going through the hoop thing. Mark it back, Walker. I'm not sure about that one. The contested ball we saw a few minutes ago. The contested ball. Yeah, okay. Right, so Warping Whale is the only instant I have, but I figured it would create me a sacrifice. Market is great since it scales, yeah. Stonecoil Serpent gives me protection from the air and multicoloured, which I like. Whale is good against wipes. Yeah. It's the only instant I have in the deck. No, it's not, because I've got Null Element Blast as well. Thank you, sweetheart. Okay, so do you think I should get rid of one of the Eldrazi? Like, I think I prefer, if I was to get rid of one of them, I would rather have Ulamog than Emrakul. Bane of Balaged is very late in the game, and the reason I put this in here is because they have to exile 2 of their permanents. But it's a 7 cost. So it's a great card, but it doesn't really hit the theme of artifacts. So I'm going to get rid of that. Marion Foster is going to get cheap, so that's cool. Sire of the 7 Deaths is a great card for lifelink, reach, trample, menace, blah 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 blah. Ugin is great. The Behemoth is, again, it's good removal, but I've already got quite a lot of removal. But then I can also... Oh, it's such a good card though. Ooh. Okay. 16 more cards. 16. I would kill all the 7+ stuff except Ugin. Really? Okay, you've said it, so let's do it. Let's get rid. Let's get rid. Let's get rid. Let's get rid. That's and the Mayor Enforcer, because obviously that becomes very cheap the more artifacts we have. And the artwork is so nice. I know that Kev Walker did a lot of the Mer artwork, and it's all kind of, they're all kind of the samey kind of art vibe, but God, yeah, that stays. Okay, so 12 more to go. It doesn't cost 7 exactly. Okay, 12 more to go. We can do this. So Ultimate has to stay, I think. Eternity Elevator has to stay. Paradox and Genji Glove. Such a good card. But it's a 5-drop artifact, which, considering this deck is mostly this end, overkill. Yeah, it just says that it does, exactly. Overkill. Sorry, what were we talking about? Let me just get my brain back. Genji Glove, you think insane and equipped decks? Yeah, but not for this deck. Okay, I concur. Aether Spark is great in this deck. Symmetry Matrix is great now. We've got a lot of the same. Solemn Simulacrum, I really like. However, it's a 4-drop for 2/2, and yeah, but then it has the card draw as well when it dies. But we have lots of other card draw this end of the scale. So at a 4-drop, is it necessary? So I think we should put a pin in that one. Put a pin in Solemn. Rune Carve Obelisk is just a great Seeker and Mana Rock for 2. Mer Kinsmith. You may search your library for a Mer card, reveal it, put it into your hand and shuffle. I think that's too good. Lithoform Engine is great. We've managed to double some stuff that's gone on, so I think that's great in this deck. The One Ring is great for card draw, and especially if you're pairing it with that and Paradox. These 3, Chef's Kiss. Chef's bloody kiss. One Power Stone stays. It's supposed to it comes in tapped. Robot Assassin. Whenever a non-token artifact creature you control deals combat damage to a player, that player gets 2 poison counters. I like it. I like it. But does it fit? Yes, it's an artifact, but it's a 3-drop. But all our mares will then have. No, I like it. I like it. Scrawling Crawler, taxing them for drawing cards, but we're getting them to draw cards. You can go infinite with the deck with engine, other engine, and stuff that makes 2 mana. Yeah, that's what I mean. Scrawling Crawler is a great creature. Just so you know. Yes, no, I appreciate it. Scrawling Crawler. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player draws a card. I like it. Patchwork Banner. I'm going to take out Patchwork Banner, but then we could give Mer +1/+1. What do you reckon to Patchwork? It's a 3-drop for 1 mana, but gives the +1/+1. We'll put a pin in that. 2-drop, it's got to stay. Palantir of Orthanc, cut the banner. Okay, it's gone. Palantir of Orthanc is great, but then we're chucking away great cards. I love Palantir, but we'll be chucking away so many good stuff. Mad Custodian. When this creature enters Scry 2, then each opponent may Scry 1. We'll keep that. Mithril Coat. I'm going to get rid of that. I don't think it's necessary. That's got to stay because yeah, when that's on the battlefield, they lose a lot of life. Foundry Inspector's got to stay. Faceless Agent will get us a Mer, so I think that's got to stay. Dauntless Scrapbot is the lander, so I think that's got to stay. Darksteel Ingot for a 3-drop for 1 mana. It's good, but we have no Yard synergy. Which one are we talking about? Sorry. Palantir. Cut the ingot. Okay. Chief of Foundry. I mean, just a great card. The Orb. Okay, let's cut. So we're cutting the Orb. Okay. Chief of the Foundry. Andrew Flame of the West. I was thinking just to help us go wide. Because it's in a great equipment. Artifact equipment. We want 2 mana ramp if possible. Yeah, that's the problem. I don't have much 2 mana ramp. I think that's going to stay just because it does both. Circuit Mender, a bit of life gain and card draw. Lorien Brooch, I think I'm going to get rid of that. That's not helping us here. Ironcrag is 1 drop. There's 1 cast. Swiftfoot Boots. Again, I don't think that's helping us here either. What do you think to Swiftfoot Boots? Soul Shredder. Cheap ramp, get Tezzeret out, start building. Yeah. Serda Transformer is a great ramper. It deals 2 damage to any target, that's got to stay. Patchwork Automaton's got to stay. Mersire's got to stay. I think Mer Convert. I think all the Mer's got to stay. Mindstone got to stay. Colourless spells you cast with mana value 7 or greater cost 1 less to cast. Other colourless creatures you control get +1. So that's only going to help Ugin and possibly Mer Enforcer. However, it's going to give us the colourless stuff. You think that can go? Okay, it's gone. Card draw, and it's a ramp. Creatures you control gain haste. You see, I just thought good blocker for Tezzy. Sorry, that can go. Which one? Ichor or Golden Egg or Crushing Drawbridge? Sorry, because of the lag, I'm not sure how far you are behind. Which one are you thinking? The bridge. Okay. Collector's Vault. That's going to be... so yeah, I thought get life gain and we can put graveyard stuff back in. Oh, I meant the Eldrazi. Okay. Which one was it called? Not that one. What was it? Why can I no longer see it? What is my problem? Did I already remove it? I already removed it, didn't I? Insane with Eldrazi, yeah. I've never built an Eldrazi deck, but I would like to someday. Okay. Was it... No, not that one. I've removed it, haven't I? Okay. So we just need to get rid of 4. I think you took it out, yeah. Okay, so we just need to get rid of 4. Ultimate is calling. Yeah, yeah. No, the 3-drop has to stay. Yeah. Ultima. Great card. The Cauldron, yeah. I was just thinking to help, because Tezzeret gives +1/+1 counters. I was thinking Agatha's such a great call with +1/+1 counters, but because we don't have a lot to kill our opponent's creatures. Oh, Ultima is a commander for creatures, for Eldrazi. Right, okay. So Ultima with Eldrazi. I did try and build an Ultima deck last time, but I just couldn't get it to work. Similar problem with what I'm having now. Okay, so we've got Ultima. You think should stay? This is just one build. Yeah, yeah. I just tried to see the most effective way for a low budget. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I think it can go Ultima. Let's do it. And let's do it. So we just need to get rid of 2. Target creature would defend against haste. Can attack as though... Yeah, I'm going to get rid of that. Okay. Aether Spark. I just love it though so much. I'm going to keep Aether Spark. I hope it works. Yeah, I think it will. I think it will. But I'm going to go against you on Aether Spark, just because. You see, I see what you're saying because of the card draw. I think Mox Amber's not really helping me here, because yes, it's a 0 drop, but I don't really have any legendary creatures. So I think I'm going to take out Mox Amber, because we've got plenty of 1-drops, and if we can ramp prior to Tezzeret coming out. And I think that's about it, isn't it? Does it even add a colour? No, it's any colour. Yeah, it's any colour, I think, because you have no colours. Yeah. Good question. Does it add colourless? Probably not. Yeah. All right. I think we're there. Let's see how the new iteration goes. I will add the deck list for the updated version at the end. If it doesn't work, it's Arrowverse's fault. Mox Amber would make no mana. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. I just thought the 0 drop. So you are bang on. So easy cut. Okay, gone. It's my fault. Yes. And if you're watching on Twitch, they're watching on YouTube. So if you want to join and shout at them, you can. Not that anybody's watching on Twitch. just saying. Okay, let's see how this deck goes for the next 25 minutes. And we're playing Amalia Benavides Aguera, which is a Orzhov. Lots of removal, but we've got some good cards here. We've got some ramping. We've got some card draw. So yeah, let's keep. And we can destroy any non-basic land. I'm going to hold Candy Trail. Just because we'll be able to play that once we play Tezzeret. Hold it back. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Because then next turn we'll play Mare Convert. And then the turn after that, Tezzeret into Candy Trail. If It survives. So, Amelia Bravadas Ward, pay 3 life. Whenever you gain life, Amelia Bravadas Aguera explores and destroy all of the creatures if its power is exactly 20. So, yes, it's a board wipe, but hopefully we may as well start our engines and we'll play Mare Convert. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Yeah, turn 2 Mare, turn 3 Tezzy and play 1 drop. Yeah. Yes, 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 yes. And they're going to gain life when they play a spell. So we'll do that. We'll play Tezzeret. And then we'll play the 1 drop. For that. And then we can scry 2. Let's see what we've got. Ugin, Eye of Storms is great. We're not going to see it for a while. And then the Mare, when this creature dies, it deals 2 damage to... Ooh. Do we put Ugin on the bottom? Do we keep her Ugin? I think I'm going to keep Ugin. Such a good card. But then they're playing black. And we will do that and untap that. And we'll attack in. Not attacking yet. We have 6 mana. Yeah. So I'm not going to risk losing Mare Convert. Yeah. Okay, so they can start getting big. That's fine. We'll be able to pay 3 life and exile Amalia and Impassioned Orator. Alright, so let's go for... We're going to... We're going to... Ramp into you. We're going to yeah, I think we'll go for that, and we'll go, oh bollocks, we'll go blue. I don't think it matters. I think I'm going to do the -7 while he's still alive. They could have a kill. Add another one and emblem. Did I miss it? I'm going to add the... I see what you mean. Yeah, okay. You were telling me to... okay. I should have got one of these. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. This is where I fall down. I should have got another creature on the board. But I'm not attacking. I'm not risking losing the Mare Convert. So that's okay. I want to Ugin. Desperately. And we can. So let's Ugin. And we will get rid of you. Yes. And does the deck work a bit better now? Yes. Yes, it does. I knew you would be right. I knew it as you were talking. I thought, yeah, you've got this down pat, you know. It would have been nice to be able to play Tezzeret to untap Convert, but let's get rid of whenever another creature you control it. I mean, they both kind of give life, so we may as well just get rid of one of them. It feels more consistent. It does. It plays nicer. The stuff I've got in hand is great. Next, and then we can Put a +1/+1 counter on. I think one of these, just because.
My network is already vast.
I'm not going to attack just in case they play a haste. They could have a kill planeswalker. Sunset Pyramid. Is that the one I got rid of? No. One of the best draw options for low rarity. Okay, Sunset Pyramid. I will check that out. This one is going to get flying and have vigilance, and we win. GG. Oh dear. Sunset Pyramid. Right, let's have a look at Sunset Pyramid just so I can have a look. It's probably going to be uncommon, and I've used all my uncommons now. But you were bang right. That feels so much better. So yeah, that's 4 wins to 1 losses for the day, and done. I agree. Sunset Pyramid. It's not something that I recognise, but it's me. So, and you know that I'm a bit, you know. So that's not to say that I don't already have it. This artifact enters with 3 brick counters on it. I do know this one because I have it in paper. As soon as I saw the art, I was like, yeah, okay, I've got this one. Remove a brick counter from this artifact, draw a card. Okay. Sunset Pyramid is on my list to add. I'm desperately trying to think of that other colourless 1-drop that does, that looks like, I think it's a 1-drop. It looks like a little golem-y creature. Cut Andriel and add something else. Okay, what do you think I should add? Andriel. Damn it, no, don't want to craft you. Andriel. Yeah, because I would have, with another 1 or 2 drop, I would have been able to exile something else with Ugin. The Pyramid. I don't have a uncommon. That's the problem. Otherwise I would. I used to run it a lot in Boros. Yeah, I'd love to get that. I mean, I do have the, that's not similar, but I do have the monument. Oof, exactly. I do have the monument that just add something else. Yeah. I think Manifold Key is important. Sacrifice this artifact. Search your library for a basic land card. Reveal it. Put it into your hand and shuffle. Sacrifice this artifact. Lock or unlock a door of target room you control, which that part doesn't really apply. Anything that adds 1. Let's search tap. Tie up. That's not going to work. That's not going to work because I don't have a dragon and it's colour. When this artifact enters scry 2, sacrifice this, you gain 2 life, draw a card, Ideally it'd be great if it was something like paying 2 to add 1 mana. I'm not sure. Do you have Lionheart? I don't think so. Or I probably do. Let's have a look. Yes. When this equipment enters, it deals 2 damage to any target. Equipped creature gets +2/+1. That's quite a good shout. Okay. Done. Done. Yeah, bit more removal. Okay, yeah. I'm happy with that. Let me just show you the other mana rocks. Just in case there's something I've not put in. No, not tapped. Not tapped. Tap. Just in case you think that something else would be better. So Cold Steel Heart's in there. Arcane Signet's in there. Draw a card, then discard a card. This art's went into chat. We've got Flywheel Racer, but obviously then I have to crew it. And it's only if it's a permanent. Mind Stone, Lambus Bread. When this artifact enters scry 1, then draw a card. Sacrifice this artifact, gain 3 life. Ornithopter of Paradise. Guideline Matrix. Guideline Matrix. No, don't have it. Lembus is also good. Orny is good. Oh. Have I spelt that wrong? Guide with an E. Yep, spelt that wrong. Sorry, what were you saying yeah to? Which one? Oh, crap. Orny is good. Okay. Guide. Line. Guide. Okay. Orny. So you think I'd Ornithopter, and then would take out Lionheart. As long as it adds or draws 1, anything that adds or draws 1 for 2 mana or lower, then we could cut Lionheart. Okay, so Ornithopter, and then we slash, and then we've got a blocker if we need it as well. Alright. Okay, let's do it. Let's get back into queue. Let's see where we're at. Let's go. I think if it played well earlier, it's going to play much better now. By taking out, I mean, that Androil just kind of stuck in my hand. That was the game, wasn't it, where it was in my hand, the last game? Yeah. I mean, I think if you know that you can do the, if you have cards that can do the infinite combo in this deck, then that's great. Then save Tezzeret and don't get the why is the artwork come up different for Warping Whale? That's not the card I have. That's weird. Okay, it must be a glitch. So we've got some ramping, we've got Aether Spark, we've got Soul Guide. Yeah, let's keep it. And I think we will save Soul Guide Lantern to play once we have Thingy-my-bobby. It is a neat hand. Yeah, dead card. Yeah. Oh, it's changed now. That's bizarre. So yeah, we're not going to play anything, and we're playing against Kalia of the Vast, which is going to cheat in dragons, angels, demons, or dragons from the hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking. So it's going to be free. So we need to try and beat them. They're going to be able to take out Tezzeret with their flying dragons if it's a flying one. Still looking at Aether Spark to cut. Really? Yeah. I mean, maybe you're right. Maybe more removal is what's needed. I could do... I mean, I can't... Yeah. Right, let's just stick with our game plan. I think whatever... They're playing with so many good colours that they're going to do what they're going to do. So they probably maybe have what's the white counter spell? Something. They have something. Arcane Signet doesn't add mana. Line for heart would be fun here. Yes. Okay. I did not know that Arcane Signet wouldn't add mana. That's ridiculous. Why doesn't it?
Work harder.
Arcane Signet needs to go. It's just not going to help me here. Good morning, Williak. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I thought something was coming. That's really annoying. Yeah, I also made that mistake. Okay, let's just do some ramping. And we will... you see, all their power and toughness is going to be higher than 1. But we could counter a target spell. Okay, Arcane Signet's got to come out. I'm gonna keep this. And I'm gonna save Soul. I'm gonna save Soul Guide Lantern until Tezzeret's out. Yeah, I'm not feeling much hope for this one, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Unstable Obelisk, maybe. Unstable Obelisk. Why aren't they playing? Where do I go here? Introduction to Annihilation is common removal. Introduction to... Okay. Commander Tower is the same, if I'm not mistaken. Really? They've not... Oh, they don't have black mana. That's why. Okay. And then we'll play that. That's going to do that. That's going to do that. Then we can do this. We can then untap you. I mean, the problem I'm having is I have no creatures. So I hope you run Myriad Landscape. Don't know that one either, so we'll check that out. I just can't believe that doesn't work. How does that not work? Sacrifice this artifact. Yeah, okay. There's no point doing that yet. I mean, we'll have a creature out this turn, but we could Scrawling Crawler into Aether Spark, maybe. It doesn't search. Right, Introduction to Annihilation is common removal. I hope you run Myriad Landscape. It search for 0 lands in your deck. No, it doesn't search. Wait, sorry, which one doesn't search? Yeah. Okay, let's play that. Landscape.
Mana still obeys me here.
You could use a new food from the new set that is indestructible artifact to become a creature with the commander, so don't. It's a common mistake to run into in colourless decks, so don't run it. Oh, okay. Okie dokie. I will check Myriad Landscape. I don't think I play it in this deck. I don't remember seeing it anyway. We'll put a +1/+1 counter on you, and then we'll get the emblem. So we'll do that while we can, while it's alive. We'll put him back into the thingamabob, and then we'll we may as well make the Arcane Signet a 3/3 and attack in. Because what else are we going to do with Arcane Signet? Be right back. We'll try to find the name of the food. Okay. Yeah, maybe check the indestructible pool. I could do that, couldn't I? No, I can't, because no. I mean, yeah. We can replay Tezzy this turn. Warping Whale, I didn't... yeah. It's a counter-target sorcery spell. Bone Horde Dracosaur, which is going to have first strike and flying. And here they can cheat out a dragon or demon or angel. And I think they're going to be a dragon deck. Nutrient Block. Yeah. Yeah, we're done, I think. Unless we pull something really good. I mean, playing stuff for free is just not on. Okay, Faceless Agent is good. Aetherflux Reservoir is good, so we can gain some life back. And then let's play Faceless Agent. Okay. We shall do another +1/+1. Yeah. Yep. You could use it's a common mistake to run it in colourless deck. Okay. So I'm just checking on that next. I'm not going to exile that, and then we'll put +1/+1 counter on 3, and then I'm going to attack in with you. And then I need to survive this turn, which I don't think I'm going to, to be honest. I have no defense from flyers. And then whenever that attacks, it deals 4 damage to any target and 3 damage to each up to 2 other targets. So it can kill 1 and 2 and do 4 damage to me. Yeah, it's not great. But if I survive, then I can get 10 colourless, and then I can play Tezzeret, Mercia, and Warping Whale, maybe. Seven, so that would be 12, 13, 14. Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm done. I am done. There's nothing I can do about this one. Is 18 damage. Yeah. GG. GG. G. Bloody G. 3 bloody dragons. Okay. Another loss. Right, let's check out these cards and see if they're in the deck. But then that's it. That's all the time I've got for today, I'm afraid. So Myriad Landscape I'm not going to include, because of what you said there. So let's just have another look at this deck. Yeah, that was a shame ending on a loss, but you know what, it was still a good game. I still had fun playing stuff. So I think definitely Arcane Signet has to go, because that's just awful. Right, so Nutrient Block is already in, so that's cool. And what did you look at? Indestructible Pool. Thrumming Hive Pool. Yeah. Do you mean check what is indestructible? Is that what you mean? I mean, well, yeah, I think we need to just add in something else that's going to give us that mana. So I think the only ones really I've got left are 3 drop. Pithing needle I have in paper. Okay, I mean, I could probably take away the Ozolith, but that paired with the spear is just so good. Not that I've pulled either of them this stream. So we're looking for something that's going to add us mana. Arcane Signet is just... Ugh. I can't believe that doesn't work on colourless. That's crazy. But then it's colour of any mana in any colour, and colourless is not a colour, is it? So I guess it's, yeah. I've read that already. So Cold Heart Steel comes in tapped. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. I'll put the pen down. What was that? That's going to be a rare. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I think just another mana. Instant ramen. When this artifact enters, you gain 3 life. Lambert spread. When this artifact enters scry 1, then draw a card. So for this artifact, you gain 3 life. When this artifact is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, its owner shuffles it into their library. Ramen for the 1. Yeah. All right. Let's Lambus. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Ramen or Lambus. I think is Lambus better? Lamb. Bread. What? Right. Okay. Has my brain turned to mush? Come on. Bread. Lambus bread. Okay, I think it's probably got an inflection or something. Right, let's just look for these 2 drops. I think Lambus bread is better than Lembas, and it doesn't have bread in it. That's probably why. I guess I'm a fucking idiot. When this artifact enters square 1, then draw a card. So for this artifact, you gain 3 life. When this artifact is split into a graveyard from the battlefield, its owner shuffles it into their library. I think that's better, isn't it? So I'm going to go for Lembas bread. And there we go. I think that deck is good. I'm going to play with it for the rest of the day. I'm talking about the deck. Did you put the Glaring Flesh Raker? Yeah, that's in there. I think, yeah, in any colourless deck, that's got to be in there. Lembasis has a better effect, free scry, yeah. So, thank you ever so much. Yes, I followed your advice, Williak. Thank you very much for that, I appreciate it. That's all the time I've got for today. Thank you ever so much for commenting and helping me with this deck. Aravos, Thiobus, Williak, thank you very, very much. You are gents and scholars. And yeah, and if you want to chat Magic with me and my posse, then join my Discord. The links are in thingy, my bobby, and yeah, we just chat Magic. Bye, Aravos, thank you very much. And yeah, so Decklist, this Decklist will be added to YouTube once I've finished, and it will be added to SD on Twitch, so you can copy it. My next stream is going to be on Sunday. My next video is tomorrow, so check them out. And that's it. That's all there is left to say. So thank you ever so much for joining, watching, subscribing, ticking like, or whatever it is. Thank you ever so much. I love you all. Bye bye now. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.